And we are live from the Siren AI headquarters at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We're here today with the team from Wanderlust. They're doing some tremendous work, and we're delighted to have them. I'll go ahead and let the team introduce themselves. Muzz, do you want to go ahead and get started? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your Web3 journey.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, hey everyone, I'm Murray, but not many people call me Murray actually, so I always seem to get Muzz. You can all call me Muzz from now on. But anyway, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Wanderlust. My career has always been very entrepreneurial, even when I've been working for large corporations. So I've worked on some large-scale project management across multi-billion-dollar infrastructure projects like Sydney Metro and North Connects tunnels. Earlier in my career, I was in aerospace defence with Boeing, working on fighter jets in the fighter jet program. At the same time, I've always been drawn to startups and building things from the ground up. So I've always done some pretty left field things as well along the way, including sort of studying acting and at the National Institute of Dramatic Arts, which has produced alumni like Mel Gibson and Kate Blanchett and many other famous Aussie actors. So, and that actually taught me a lot about storytelling and human behaviour, which is and why people emotionally connect to experiences, which is really ends up being very relevant in this situation and what we're building right now. So. On the AI side, I've got an MBA with a specialisation in data science, and before Wanderlust, I founded a very successful company called Critopedia, and that's an AI computer vision platform for identifying animals in the wild, particularly invasive pests, which was very handy in farming and agriculture and border situations. So around 2019, we shared the idea with the CSIRO, which is Australia's National Science Agency, and they really got behind it. And with CSIRO and government support, the product picked up global attention, hit mainstream media, even made the front page of Reddit. We were reading about ourselves in Russian articles about our project. So, but enough about me. I'll pass the microphone to my incredibly gifted colleagues, and they can tell you all about themselves. So,
yeah. Well, I can't claim to be an actor, Muzz, but I'm the Web3 geek, really. My background is in over 25 years in launching startup companies in the tech space, ones you may have heard of, and some of you may remember MySpace if you were into music in the 2000s. But you probably all be familiar with Airbnb and LinkedIn, which we also launched globally as Web2 sort of heroes. Got into the crypto and helped launch Cardano. And my big belief is the convergence of AI and blockchain. So I set up an AI business in Singapore in 2017 with the backing of the Singapore government. And ever since then, I've really been pioneering decentralized systems using AI with businesses like Elastos, RAM AI, etc. So I've got a real excitement because, like, the agents have landed. You've probably seen the media in the last few days around OpenClaw, and agentic AI is going to be the story of the year. And I would say, bring it on, because that's exactly where we're going. But more importantly, we do bring the blockchain in. So what that does is it means that all these wonderful agent-to-agent systems have something behind it that's making them real and secure. So I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited for this next year ahead, and really glad to be talking to such an informed audience around AI things. So yeah, very excited and excited now to show you what we're doing. Over to you, Muzz.
Yeah, my co-founding partner, actually, Nick, is not able to make it on at the moment, but she's the COO and was my partner also in Critopedia. But we've had a bit of computer trouble, but her background is in licensing, and she previously worked for 20th Century Fox in London and worked across the UK and German global brands on Simpsons and Family Guy, a number of opportunities there. So, but hopefully she can join us in the future. So.
Great. Looks like we've lost Tony now as well. So,
all right. Well,
here he is.
Sorry about that. All good. Yeah. So I was curious. Let's dig in more into the problem statement. Tell us a little bit more about the problem that y'all are looking to solve.
Yeah, it's mainly about getting people back outside, and Wanderlust didn't really come from a single idea per se. It came from a few things colliding at the same time, and we were doing some early user testing with Critopedia, and over people told us that they wanted a whole experience, so that they loved the tech, but what they really wanted was to help enjoying the outdoors again. They were tired of screens and they wanted navigation, discovery, context, that full experience. At the same time, we noticed in our own lives, our kids were spending too much time on devices rather than outside. And earlier on, work had pulled us apart. We were on FaceTime all the time, aimlessly scrolling, barely getting outdoors. So we made a change and sort of started spending more time outside together and just being present. And it genuinely changed how we felt as a family. It honestly felt like being outdoors together without distraction really healed something within us. And we noticed that sort of roller coaster happening around the world as well. The more we looked into that, the more we realized people were doing that everywhere. We started listening to podcasts, and they were spruiking the benefits of being outdoors. And even to the point that in the UK, doctors actually prescribe green prescriptions, which is time outdoors for mental health and getting away from screens. But I think the moment that really clicked for me was on a trip to Yosemite. And I had this, people talk about things taking their breath away, scenery taking their breath away. I never knew what that meant until I went down into this valley in Yosemite, and it actually took my breath away. And I had that experience, and I wanted to share it. I wanted to put a peg in the ground, basically, and show friends and family exactly where we were, and let them walk in our footsteps and feel what we felt. And that idea kind of stuck then, and that's really where Wanderlust started. At a high level. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, John. Did you have anything there?
Yeah, no, and it's really about this idea of exploration is healing, right? And we're using AI to get you outside. So it's whilst we love AI, we do see that it's the really key tool to kind of getting a healthier life. So that's really the core of what we're trying to do.
Absolutely, super cool. Certainly resonate with that personally, and having grown up just an hour from Yosemite, it's definitely one of my happy places. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and share your screen, and yeah, let's dive in. Very curious to see what the platform looks like, and more specifically, how you could possibly use AI to get more people outside.
Absolutely, happy to share that.
Sure.
We'll just check if there's sound. If not, I can sort of narrate.
Okay. Yep, we can see your screen now.
Okay. Okay. 1 second.
Welcome to Wanderlust, the app rewarding real-life outside, where exploration heals and adventure pays. Natalie opens the app and taps Record Adventure. With Agent Gary guiding her, she discovers lookout points, crowded paths along the way. As she moves, wonder points are logged automatically, rewarding her real-world exploration. Agent Remy tracks Natalie's well-being, rewarding extra wonder points when she spends more time in green spaces and when visual cues show she's calm and relaxed. Agent Diego lets Natalie know about a nearby coffee spot where she takes a break and redeems her points. Privacy and safety come first. Sharing, routes, visibility are always under her control. Enjoying her coffee, Natalie shares her journey to the Wanderlust community and the global map. Others discover it, engage with it, and endorse it with their AFK dollars. As endorsements come in, her content climbs the leaderboards. This earns her AFK, the utility token powering the social layer. With Agent Frankie guiding the process, Natalie's wallet is created, and payments, endorsements, and redemptions happen without friction. Natalie uses her AFK to endorse others' content, turn her adventures into lasting digital landmarks, or spend online or in the real world as a borderless currency. Brands notice Natalie's growing audience and real-world activity inside their brand dashboard. They sponsor her adventures with campaigns, drops, and merchandise, and only pay when people actually show up. Natalie can browse campaigns herself, choose which brands to work with, where she shows up, and get paid for her verified participation, managing her earnings across Wonder Points, AFK dollars, and brand rewards. Explore, To learn more, search for the Wanderlust official Telegram group and type Wanderlust Vision in the chat. Welcome to Wanderlust, the app rewarding real life outside. Where
Okay, very nice. Cool. Was there anything else you guys wanted to show us there? All good.
We'll show another demo video, just how it works a little bit more. That was a bit of a promo video. We can show how it works a little bit more fundamentally, I guess, in this next video.
Sure. And I was curious if you could talk a little bit more about the technology, the AI behind it, and really what makes this product unique from I guess other kind of like outdoor or pinning location style apps.
Yeah. Should I jump in and do that? Because that's the key question. Again, it was a bit quiet and muzzled my side on the video. So yeah, the key difference is what we're doing is we're using agentic AI. So those are AI agents that are able to plan and make decisions for you and plan routes. And this is completely unique. So what it means is that we say another app such as AllTrails, where you pay a subscription model. What it means is you can use the app without having to pay a subscription. But more importantly, we're able then to use the agents are able to guide people to certain places where we're able to give them points. So in a model, a move to earn model, you earn these wonder points, and these wonder points accrue to essentially money and free offers. So that's from our business partners, such as a coffee shop, hotel, or even a tourist board. So you're getting paid essentially to do this adventure, and this adventure transfers into the token. So our token, which is AFK, short for away from keyboard, is what you earn from all of this discovery and outdoor activity. So we're creating a whole economy around AFK that's using these agents with the blockchain to pay people to go and do this stuff. And that's why we think the AI can nudge people away from their screens. And we've even got one of the guides has an app which sort of tells you if you've been at the screen too long and says, just click into the app, measure how calm you are right now, go out AFK for half an hour, 2 hours, and then measure the impact when you come back. So we're gamifying that whole process using the agents and the blockchain. And the idea is we can actually reward people for being healthy and doing the right thing, and really kind of offer a different path for some of these tools which are increasingly driving you into the screen to help make your life just richer and better, and give you more control. So that's the core idea. It's really using those technologies. Now you can't do that obviously with the Web 2 technology, and as I mentioned, other apps in this area, they will charge you for the privilege, not actually give you things, right? So that's at the core of really what we're trying to do with changing the way we live, really, essentially. And some of the times that might be a long holiday, it might be a short break, or it can just be going to see something local, encouraging you to just go and see something on your doorstep that's there and achieving, and it gives you kind of a much richer experience of life. We've actually in our community launched this and have got an amazing response with people all around the world just sharing small things in their community, small moments. It might even ranging from lots of art installations, but also even things like buildings and new construction that's going up. People just really see this need to kind of explore and adventure in their own environment as well as overseas. So that's how the technology really transforms essentially our
Very cool.
lifestyle.
Awesome. And I was curious, obviously we saw a big wave of move to earn, play to earn, a few years back, last, big bull run. How does this product kind of differ from those?
Yeah, that's a great question. So obviously Steppen was the model that everyone loved back in the day. And, now that, we do use that model. So there is, a wonder points, you move to earn is at the heart of it because people love that. But what we've done is by integrating the blockchain and agents with business to business providers, we're able to provide the income and the economy by reselling that data, for instance, tourist boards to use that data so they can manage their over tourism within their sort of region or city, which is a huge problem for around the world. So really trying to use that economy coming from the industry and even tourist boards, for example, to essentially fund the Wonder Points. So I think that's the key difference. Is some of those move to earn models, they didn't have an economic engine or an economy behind them, and what we've done is built up that economy. So basically, the more that the more you use the AFK token and exchange it, the more the token obviously gets sold, the more high velocity it becomes, and therefore the more we can reward people for doing the right thing, which is going outside and exploring nature. And we want to really stress technology is not the enemy, right? We love AI, we love things you can do with it. It's just getting that balance in our lives. So we believe this model is pretty unique because it takes out a huge strength of that earn to move and convert it. We kind of jokingly call it unplug to earn, right? So you get paid for kind of unplugging and taking better care of your life, and that's what we really believe will drive it. And Maz's kind of vision on this and Nick's on seeing how that will make our children's world better is just incredible, I think.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, John, we know the Pokemon Go model worked as well to allow people to go outside or encourage them to go outside to collect Pokemon. But in this instance, you actually collect tangible Web3 assets when you're outside rather than AR creatures. And that's probably a pretty big selling point, I think. The fact that you can actually collect Web3 assets that you can actually use in the real world as well. So there's utility behind that. So it's a very powerful model.
Yeah, absolutely. Was curious to kind of understand where's the product kind of currently at in terms of readiness, and with that too, what does the product roadmap look like for the rest of this year?
Yeah. Did you want me to? I'll play the video first, and then people might get a bit more of a perspective of it, and then go into talking about where the product is. Then, if that's all right with you, Tony.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you prefer. You can also just talk through us, like what are you guys looking to achieve this year, that type of thing. What in current status, that type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get this one going, and then I'll answer that one. Is that working?
Yeah, I mean, the really good news is we've built the app and it's working, and really the kind of exciting thing about this year is the rollout, building the partnerships and the ecosystem. So Maz will show this to you in this video.
What's actually happening? You start moving and the app tracks real world activity in the background. Agent Gary helps guide the experience without taking over your attention. So when you finish, that movement is verified. So you're rewarded based on what you actually did, not what you clicked. And that becomes a permanent record of being with him. The adventures you choose to keep don't just sit in the camera roll, they're tied to the places they happen, anchored in real locations. When someone chooses to make a moment permanent, that can be minted on-chain and linked to that landmark. Frankie handles the setup quietly in the background, so there's no friction. Over time, this forms a living map of real experiences layered by real people in real places. Every real experience can be sealed on-chain as a memory, tied to a place, a moment, and proof that you were actually there. Some of these memories are sponsored by destinations and brands, so when people share real adventures, the right audiences discover them naturally. Brands can also place virtual AR drops in the real world, rewards that unlock only when someone is physically nearby. And these drops replace ads with real value, free entry, discounts, or useful gear, and brands only pay when someone redeems them in person. So we're not paying for impressions, they're paying when someone actually shows up and does something in the real world. What you're seeing is the working core. The broader brand layer comes next.
Awesome. Very cool.
So
So yeah, we have just a couple of minutes left. I wanted to briefly touch on the token utility and the tokenomics. So yeah, if you could just tell us a bit more about that.
So the utility of the token, as I mentioned earlier, is really about this high velocity exchange. So the token is being exchanged for the wonder points and for the different rewards that are being given to the people who are exploring, finding new places. There'll be leaderboards around the gamification in which people can earn the token, but also the brands and the tourist institutions will essentially buy the token in terms of kind of purchasing the ability to understand the data and understand the movement flows within the app. So the core thing with the AFK tokens, you've continually got kind of buying, reselling, redistributing the token. So you've got this high velocity going through the tokenomics in the ecosystem. And the more people will obviously sign up, the higher that velocity goes. So the model is incredibly scalable, and Muzz has done amazing work actually on building out all the technical details behind that.
Yeah, and there's some positivity around too how brands actually engage and pay as well. So they can pay through fiat currency, in which we can convert to AFK as well. So it provides buy pressure on the other side. So we have a lot of usability there. As far as utility as well, it's a token that can be used across countries. So it's it has global utility. So and that's very beneficial for a product that is in travel and destinations and hiking. So
Yeah, absolutely. Where can we find out more information about you both, the team, and the product itself?
Yeah, so we've got a Telegram channel, Discord channel as well. We're on LinkedIn and X. We can share. Is there somewhere we can share those details on the platform?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Either on the Cyrene Telegram or just below this tweet on X.
Yeah. So it's wanderlust.io. And you can find us there, and on the web page as well. You'll be able to find all those details. So we'd love to hear from you and engage with us. There's big things happening. Got a TG popping up around about the 24th of February, and we'll go live then. And then I'll cut you off before from saying where the product was, but we're looking at doing a community build around that as well, listening to our users and building that out, and hoping to have a full product by the middle of the year available for users.
Very cool. We'll greatly appreciate it. Super fascinating product, unplugged to earn, really utilizing AI to make people get active. So we absolutely love it. Thank you both so much, and we'll be sure to chat soon.
Great. Thanks,
Tony.
Thank you.